Yes, people, welcome back to Arsenal with Ash, here to preview our next Premier League game away at the Vitality Stadium. That's Bournemouth's home, and it's another tough game. I say it every single week. This league offers so many tough challenges. But we come into this game in a good place, man, just off the back of a really, really good win against Villa. That's what, 3-4 league wins on a bounce. We have a 4-point lead now over City after they dropped points at Sunderland away. Sunderland were monumental in that game. Absolutely brilliant. Even with all of their absentees due to AFCON injuries, whatever, they were brilliant and they managed to get a 0-0 draw. So yeah, we've got an opportunity here to go 7 points clear of City before they play Chelsea the following day. The last few weeks, they've been playing before us and going ahead of us on a couple of occasions, and we've responded to that. The first time in a while since we've played before them and we win our game against Villa, they follow up with dropping points. So I don't know, is that something to read into? Who knows? But what I know is that City are still a very dangerous team. They looked very dangerous in that game still. They look vulnerable, but their attacking strengths are clear to see. Rodri's back as well, and he looked brilliant when he came on. But ultimately, they didn't get the job done. So yeah, this is a massive opportunity for us to put more pressure on them as they go into a big game. But it's not going to be easy. As bad as Bournemouth has been recently, and they've been bad. They ain't won a game since October. 2 months since they last won a game. 10 games in the league without a win. They did just get a point at Chelsea away 2-2. But yeah, they've been shocking. But I do really rate them. I think they've got a really good team, really good players in that team. They've got a really good manager, forward-thinking manager, a really aggressive manager. One that's beaten us twice last season. They beat us twice last season. Yes, we lost at their place with the red card, but they came to our place towards the end of the season and beat us as well. So this is a really tough game, and we're going to have to be at it. To go there and get the 3 points. But I'm feeling confident, man. Like I said, we're in really good form, and I can see where we can hurt them. Obviously, they're a team that attack with so much fluidity. They come at you from all different angles. They're aggressive in the press as well. They like to go man for man a lot of the time, and yeah, they're gonna be putting us under a lot of pressure. But as long as we play our game, we'll be able to deal with that, because we have a team now that is capable of, not even a team, a squad that is capable of playing against all different types of tacticians. So all different types. So we've got players that we can play on the transition. We can play with control and sustained attacks and patient passing and building from the back. All of that sort of stuff, we can do that. But we can also sit in and transition and counter attack you. So if we need to suffer for a little bit in the game, which I'm sure we will have to, where Bournemouth have quite a bit of the ball, we have players that can go beyond and we can go long and cause them problems and turn the game just like that. So there's a lot of options out there for us. So I know he's the best coach in the league for me, and he will have a plan to make sure we beat them. In terms of their injury list and suspensions, I think they've got a couple of injuries. Ben Doak, who they signed from Liverpool in the summer, is injured, and Tyler Adams is the long-term injury for them, who's a big miss for them. They're number 6. Got an ACL injury, so those will be missing. We don't know about Semenyo, because obviously we know he's on the verge of signing for City. Bit of mental gymnastics in there. I don't know what City's plan is, because we thought that the deal would have been done really early in the window. I know we're still only a couple of days in, but we thought it was literally going to be that. And the deal, I believe, is all but agreed. But I don't know, are City thinking, go and put out one more performance against our rivals and damage them before you come to us? But there's so many swings and roundabouts, because it's like, but then do they want to risk him potentially getting injured and ruining his move? He might be having that in the back of his mind if he's playing. So who knows, man? But whether he plays or not, they got dangerous players. Yes, he's their best player, and he's a big threat. But they've got other threats. Players like Clivert, really good technician in there, can score from distance as well. Evan Nilsson up front is a handful. Brooks, I like him as well. I think he's a really good player. Tavernier, Alex Scott. They got some ballers in their team, I'm telling you. But I think physically, we will overrule them, and that is how we can win this game. Yes, obviously, if we don't have Declan Rice, it's a big problem. But it wasn't a massive problem against Villa, and that is an aggressive midfield. Yes, they caused us problems, but we dealt with it in the end. So yeah, man, I'm confident in terms of obviously our injury list. Arteta has confirmed that Calafiori and Mosquera will definitely be out. The other injury is obviously Declan Rice, who I believe they're still gonna assess. They're not too sure yet. I doubt he'll make this game by the sounds of things, if I'm honest with you. And we might just have to wrap him in cotton wool because we've got Liverpool coming up in the week. So yeah, apart from that, I don't believe there's any other injury concerns. We've got a big squad to choose from now. I can anticipate a couple of changes just to keep the squad fresh, and just in terms of the approach to the game as well. I don't know what Arteta's going to do, but I'll go through the lineup that I want to see for this game. And yeah, so David Raya in goal, of course. At right back, I'd stick with Jurriën Timber, Saliba as well in the centre back position with Gabriel, and at left back Hincapié. I think yeah, that's our strongest defence at the moment, and they're going to need to be at it. So I'd definitely go with them. In midfield, I'd probably keep it the same as the Villa game. I'd keep it the same. So Zubimendi in there, Odegaard and Marino. The good thing about that trio is that they're all interchangeable. You can have Odegaard and Zubimendi dropping into like a pivot to try and control the game. You can have Marino dropping in as well when we need to kind of suffer a bit and win some duels. But all three of them can get forward, and that's the beauty of it. We saw it with Zubimendi's goal against Villa. We've seen Marino score many a goal as well. So yeah, I think that's the midfield three I'd go with. And then in terms of the front three, I'd probably make one change for now. And I've been banging the drum obviously for ages, and that's Eze on the left wing. He hasn't seen minutes for the last 2-3 games. And I do think that is down to, and it's the same with Noni really, that's down to the defensive responsibility. The guys like Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, they've been here for years. They know what the demands are from Arteta in terms of a defensive aspect, and those two aren't quite at it yet, and it will come. I don't think it's a characteristic problem. I think it's just a mentality and what they're used to. But yeah, I think that will definitely come. But I think yeah, it's an opportunity to put Eze in there, freshen up the legs. Trossard's played a lot of games, had a recent injury as well, and yes, he's probably been our best player if I'm honest with you. But we have that sort of firepower to interchange. So I put Eze in there. I did think about Jesus, but I do think Gyökeres from the start is the best option at the moment, because especially the way Bournemouth play, he can help us stretch the pitch. So like I said, if we're suffering and we need to go long, we can get Gyökeres up there hustling with the defenders and causing problems, whether it's a ricochet or something that falls to us. He can definitely be a problem out there. So I put him in the centre forward position and Saka out on the right. I need a bit more from Saka. I did think about putting Madueke in there, but I think changing both wingers, I'm not too sure about that for this game. So yeah, I put Saka in there, and if after 60 minutes we need to change it, put Noni on. But yeah, man, I think that's the starting 11 I'd go with, and the beauty of what we have at the moment at our disposal is that if it's not working, like in the Villa game, and many games across the season. Sorry, not the Villa game, because obviously the starting 11 done their thing, but we can change it. So we're gonna have multiple options on the bench. We're gonna have Havertz, who's had another couple of days training now. Jesus, who came off the bench and scored against Villa. Trossard or Eze, whoever starts. Martinelli as well. Madueke. So we're gonna have multiple options on that bench to change the course of the game if we need to. We need two defensive options as well in a Norgard or a Lewis Skelly, Ben White as well. So yeah, man, we got all the tools to go out there and do the job, and I think we will. I don't think it will be easy, but I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Arsenal win. I'm gonna go with Gyökeres to score and Odegaard to score as well. And yeah, man, hopefully we get the job done. Hopefully it's a bit more easier than that. I don't really want a 2-1, but 3 points is all that matters, and then we put the pressure on City. But yeah, that's my prediction. Hopefully we can go out there and do the job, like I said, and then we can focus on the Liverpool game. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. Let me know your predictions. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you for the next one.